Lost. Merriam-Webster defines lost as no longer in possession, care, or control of someone or something.
No longer in existence.
Vanished or spent.
Beyond reach, communication, or influence.
Beyond recovery or redemption, fallen or destroyed.
Unable to find one's way.
Lost.
Word is lost.
Lost. Can you please use it in a sentence?
After mysteriously disappearing, Roanoke was known throughout history as the Lost Colony.
Thank you.
L. Slowly.
O. Only me.
S. Save me, please.
T. Take me with you. I can't find my way.
Lost.
That is correct. Congratulations.
Sweetheart, it's time you went to bed.
I know, Mom.
Okay, just try and get some rest.
I have a speech due tomorrow for my public speaking class, but I can't seem to get it right. No matter how many times I erase and rewrite the sentence, it just doesn't seem right. It's like I'm walking in a tunnel and I can't seem to find the light on the other side. Like I'm waiting for something that will never come. I can't even see the signs that are showing me right from wrong. Do I turn left or right? Or am I supposed to turn around? Ugh. I just want to go to bed and have my nice 8-hour rest because by 6:53 a.m. I'll already be up on my feet, wondering where my rest has gone. Where is the happy girl I once used to be? Was she just a dream? Is this just a dream? Have I already written my speech? Am I asleep and dreaming? What are you doing?
I'm being a police car.
Why?
Because
Because why?
I like police cars. They're bright and loud, especially when their alarms go off for you.
Why did their alarms go off for you?
Because I was playing hide and seek.
Hide and seek with friends?
By myself.
How long have you been hiding?
A while.
Shouldn't you go find your parents or something?
Well, I tried to. I looked real hard for them, but I couldn't find them. So I went back and hid.
I'm sorry.
I gotta go. I'm late.
It's 6:43 a.m. and it's been 6 days since Sarah Miller went missing. She was taking care of her parents in Macy's, and police have still found no evidence or reports. It's really sad that another child has been lost now. Back to you, Archie.
Okay, class, take your seats. It's time for our first parent speaker. So I want you all to be quiet and listen and respectful. That means no spitballs, Jimmy. Why don't we all welcome our first parent speaker, Mrs. Smith.
Good morning, class. I'm Mrs. Smith, John's mom. I'm here to talk to you all today about what I do as a nurse.
Hey, Sarah, what does your mom do?
Oh, she works as an administrative director at a digital advertising company.
Cool. What does your dad do?
What?
What does your dad do?
I have to go to the bathroom. Why is it always implied that everyone has a dad? Hello, this is a modern world. Fathers are not on their children all the time, right? Parents separate, things happen, that's life. Or at least that's how I look at it now. Had you asked me the same question 5 or 10 years ago, I probably would have broken down in tears. A part of me still wants to cry about it sometimes. I felt so unwanted, so unloved, so lost. Was it me? Am I what drove him away? Did he have a bad feeling about me? Why didn't he love me? Why didn't he ever give me a chance? Why could he have a son but not a daughter?
Was it
Why
me?
did he have a bad feeling about me?
Was it me?
Why did he have a
daughter?
Was it me?
But you know what I remember when I started thinking about it again? He didn't know me. couldn't have been any of those things. I was just a fetus. He was just a jerk. He was probably more lost than I'll ever be. Or at least that's what I hope. That's what keeps me from breaking. He was just a sad, pathetic man. I realize this now, and I hope that one day he will too.
Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
Cousin Sarah lives in 2 houses in Albany. Cousin Sarah is 2 years older than me.
Cousin Sarah is very pretty.
Cousin Sarah's a junior cheerleader.
Cousin Sarah has a new boyfriend every time I see her.
Cousin Sarah has kissed boys.
Cousin Sarah wears lots of makeup.
Cousin Sarah knows a lot more than I do.
On school days, she goes to a house with a triangle roof.
Her hair is
And
perfectly
she
straight and
goes to
blonde.
the
She's
gym
on a
whenever
team in
they
Albany,
play.
and I asked her all the time if they won any games.
Even though hard.
She rolls her
That's
eyes
what
and
Ryan
she
does.
tells me that's
Ryan
what
is
they're about.
Matt's got
One
one
time
side.
she says Rosa splits and splits in front of me and my family, and I sit there and think of any talented I have.
But Aunt Iris is not
She
with
doesn't
her.
sit there whatever she wants.
Suddenly, Sarah clashes into my shoulder and I unexpectedly pull her into a hug. Very rarely I cry in front of Cousin Sarah, but never has she cried in front of me.
Cousin Sarah has never cried in front of me.
I hold her close and let her sob, because I know that people don't like to talk with their tears. After a few minutes, her breathing slows down, but I can still feel tears landing on my arms.
I want to say, Cousin Sarah, you're pretty and blonde, and you get a new text message every other minute, and you have 27 boyfriends, and everyone likes you, and you can do backflips, and you've discovered more talents this month than I have my whole life, and you can't have everything. But I don't say this.
But I don't say this, and it's not because I'm afraid. Because at this moment, as I rattle off Sarah's skills like the letter of the alphabets, at this moment I realize that I don't want to kill Cousin Sarah.
I don't want to be lost like Cousin Sarah.
I watch your hands grab.
Lost.
They grab for her.
Cannot be recovered.
But you cannot possess her.
Taken away.
She will slither and glide.
Having perished.
Undefined.
Been destroyed.
Is she woman or is she girl?
Broken. I was a father to her.
Curves like a woman, hope like a girl.
She looked for the stability.
Greedy like a thief, stolen in her sleep.
She couldn't find her own.
When her blood was so hot,
My laughter quickly turned into groans.
she took too many shots.
As my eyes would dance.
And for a minute, he has her.
In my throat you could hear.
Is this it, he thinks? Can I possess her?
The vibration of my moan.
If I act like I own it, who will tell me no?
Oh, righteous man, didn't you know?
When I take what's not mine, stolen,
Coming into her room that night was a sin.
now she is lost. Sandy, stolen.
She was only 13 when I first put my tainted hands on her skin.
She is not safe in a world where bandits will steal even body parts.
The roughness of my fingers,
Steal innocence. Steal futures.
the sweat of my palms,
When a man is not a man, when a man is a monster,
the heat of my eyes, I climbed, I built,
she thinks no one will stop the monsters.
lost,
They will just tell her to leave the monsters,
cannot be recovered,
and made up stories sunk to the bottom of beds
having perished,
where we left them as children.
taken away,
Beg. She will beg them for ears.
broken,
But it's clear to them
having perished,
that she has lost her mind.
you,
They don't know it's been taken. He was
I'll
probably
probably
more
be
lost
lost
than
than
I'll
she'll
ever be. At least that's what I
she
hope.
hopes.
That's what keeps me from breaking. He was just a sad, pathetic man.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah.
You grieve something when it's gone. It's a process we as humans use when we really can't comprehend or understand. Loss isn't easily understood by the human mind. We can't comprehend it. We don't know how to handle it. Perhaps that's why we put such a stigma on the idea of grieving. That you grieve something when it's dead. And that's correct. It is. But it's not the bottom line. Death is not the bottom line. I remember when I was 4 years old. My mother used to take me everywhere with her. Mommy turned around and read some apples, and Teddy was gone. We searched the store for hours, and eventually we had to give up and go home. I grieved that teddy bear. And I was right to. Sure, there were millions of other teddy bears. But not mine. Mine was gone. And I was never getting him back. And at that moment, I truly understood what grieving meant. Well, as much as a 4-year-old could understand. It's not just meant for tragic funerals. It's a part of everyday life. You grieve something when it's gone.
I understand.
Every day, every night, I fight for my life. Another pain, another wonder, another fear, another hunger. The walls are caving in, almost a lightning and thunder. Who are you to ask me if I'm all right? If I want it wishful thinking, I will fly a kite in my bed as I pray, hoping for a better day, knowing I won't get my prayer. He's not fair, not my savior. You want to save me? Here's my number. By the time you use it, I'll be 6 feet under, trying to feel connections that's not there. People telling me it's not fair, not fair, not fair. It's only not fair if nobody cares. There's a wall no one sees when you fall into being. All they see is me, but inside I'm dying. By heaving, leaving consciousness. It's all a mess. It's ignorance without bliss. With one line screaming inside, but whispering, I'm fine. I'm not, and it won't stop.
Try our new diet pills. You lose 10 pounds instantly.
If you're not whitening, you're yellowing.
Blondes really do have more fun.
Orlando Bloom and Miranda Kerr break up?
Miley Cyrus twerking face sweeps the nation.
Try
My
our
life
new
is
diet
yellow.
pills.
break
You're
up.
not whitening, you're yellowing. You're not whitening, you're yellowing.
Miley Cyrus
You're not whitening, you're yellowing. You're not whitening, you're yellowing. You're not whitening, you're yellowing.
and gentlemen, I'm sorry to disturb you, but my name is Sarah. I'm currently going through a hard time. I'm homeless. I don't have anywhere to sleep. I don't have anything to eat. If anyone could have a heart and help me out, I would appreciate it. Thank you and God bless. Change. 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 Can anybody help me out?
This is 42nd Street, Grand Central. Please thank you to the closing doors.
Wasn't always homeless. I had a family once. I went to school once. I had enough money to eat once. It wasn't always like this. I had friends and clothes and a bed to sleep in at night. But not anymore. Now I spend my nights on the train, circling from one endpoint to another. My school is the streets, my family the rats, the dollar menu at McDonald's is a blessing. I don't want to be like this. It wasn't my choice. I didn't ask to be kicked out of my home. I didn't ask to lose my family. I didn't ask to ask to survive. You know, it's funny how people treat us the homeless. Because in a sense, everyone's a little bit homeless, don't you think? You say you know when your stops in life are going to take you, but at some point everyone is strayed from their path. They give you a map and tell you this is where you're going to go, but you don't know all the stops. Before you know it, the train is delayed, rerouted, canceled, and before you know it, you're homeless.
This is 34th Street, Harold Square. Please thank you to the closing doors. Welcome to Macy's. Can I help you find anything?
No, thank you. Try Calvin Klein's new scent.
No, thank you.
Try this new MAC lipstick. It will really bring out your cheekbones.
These earrings would be so slimming on you. Look at that shape. No, you should really try our spandex. They're celebrity approved. You could really use them. No.
Can I help you find anything?
No. Oh, actually, you know what? Yes, the exit.
Of course. Right this way, miss. Is everything all right?
No, okay? I get to choose. The clothes I wear, the perfume I put on myself, the music that I listen to, I get to choose. All right? I don't want to wake up one day and find myself to be a brainwashed zombie like all the other girls. All right? You know what? I get to choose. It's my choice. I get to find out who I am by myself. I don't need anyone else to tell me who I am. I don't need anyone else to find me. I can do that. I will be found.
I think you already have.
Sweetheart, wake up. Your alarm's been going off for 5 minutes.
I'm up.
Okay, sweetie, did you finish your speech?
Yeah, Mom.
Okay.
Hello, class. Today I'd like to talk to you about the strange human phenomenon of becoming lost. When most of you hear lost, you think about the time you lost your keys. But I don't mean that. I mean being lost within yourself. It's a hopeless feeling, really, and it touches all of us. It's incredibly sad, but incredibly real. I've come to think that it's the only real part of us all. Last night, I had a dream about this girl, Sarah, except she wasn't one girl. She was many different girls. and she was lost. And I started to think that maybe we're all Sarah. Maybe we're all lost. Some people compare it to being in an ocean and sinking down to the bottom. Sinking so far that you forget how long you've been sinking. And you will give anything to feel the sand of the ocean floor against your feet and push down and propel back to the top and break the surface of the water and feel the sun in your face. You will give anything for that, but you won't get it, not unless you try.
And that's the thing. You have to try.
You have to make a concentrated effort, a relentless effort.
Because if you do, you could reach the ocean floor and push off.
But you can't give up or you'll never reach the top and feel the sun again.
And you deserve to reach the top. You deserve to feel the sun.
You deserve not to sink anymore. You deserve not to be lost anymore.
The city has a knack of letting people get lost in it.
The crowds in the hurry can quickly take away your sun.
Sometimes there's a little bit of darkness, but that's okay.
Because sometimes you need the darkness to see the light.
But you can't let the darkness overcome it, or else you'll be sinking deep down into the deep blue sea all over again.
Sinking deeper and deeper, becoming more and more lost.
When you really just deserve to be found.
You deserve to be found.